जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी। यमुना तीरावनचारी। जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जयो राधा कला चंदी राधे। जयो राधा कला चंदी राधे। जयो राधा गोविंद राधे। जयो जगन्नाथ जयो बलदेवा जयो सुभद्रा। Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur. Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jayo Jayo Gurudev, 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 Jayo Jayo Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Jayo Jayo Shri Chaitanya, Jayo Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jayo Jayo Shri Chaitanya, Jayo Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jayo Jayo Shri Chaitanya, Jayo Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra, Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Prabhu, you need the verse? This is Madhya, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 8, verse 254. 254. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Praying at the lotus feet of my spiritual master, our dear most Srila Prabhupada, and all the Guru Vargas, may I speak few words in the glorification of our dear most Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. For the pleasure of the Vaishnavas and for my very own purification, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhuvevacha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Nama Mukum Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Grim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Deenatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Maha. Shri Chaitanya Maha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. I feel I forgot one of the, I'm not sure, I think I forgot the Panchatattva mantra, so sorry. But thank you, Jashna, for the wonderful Kartal, and Prabhu, Jai Gauranga Prabhu for the Mridanga. All right, so we are in Madhya 8, this is 254. It was already spoken, but I just felt a little more greedy to meditate on Vrindavan. So I wanted to, and today we will, the verse is on the TV, so we can recite it. And so what I was thinking today, Prabhu, if you can also find another, this is on Vrindavan. I was also thinking we could meditate on this wonderful, short, but very, very deep Vaishnav bhajan called Vrindavan Ramya Sthan. It's on KK song. And then we can sing, call response, and then I'll go into trying to explain the meaning. And then again I will sing, so that while I sing, you can meditate. And then it's a boat festival today, so we'll speak a little bit on that. And with that, we will try to conclude. Okay, so first we will recite the verse. This is 254 Madhya, chapter 8. The chapter's name is Talks Between the Lord and Ramananda. Usually I like to do a recap, but today I'm skipping it. This is between Rai Ramananda and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada says Krishna and the original avatari is Krishna, the source from where everything emanates, but also Mahaprabhu. So both of them are avatari and not avatars, not incarnation, but the source, very source itself. So Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai, whom Prabhupada explained as Vishaka Sakhi, are talking. And now we are done with, Radharani's love to be the most, topmost and everything. And now here, Mahaprabhu is going on asking Rai Ramananda few questions, and Rai Ramananda is answering. So this is one of the question, right? So we will take two response to it, and then we will proceed. সর্বত্যাজি জীবের কর্তব্য কাহা বাস, ব্রজভূমি বৃন্দাবন যাহা লীলারাস। সর্বত্যাজি জীবের কর্তব্য কাহা বাস, ব্রজভূমি বৃন্দাবন যাহা লীলারাস। সর্বত্যাজি জীবের কর্তব্য কাহা বাস, ব্রজভূমি বৃন্দাবন যাহা লীলারাস। Anybody wants to check? সর্বত্যাজি জীবের কর্তব্য কাহা বাস, ব্রজভূমি বৃন্দাবন যাহা লীলারাস। সর্বত্যাজি জীবের কর্তব্য কাহা বাস, ব্রজভূমি বৃন্দাবন যাহা লীলারাস। সর্বত্যাজি জীবের কর্তব্য কাহা বাস, ব্রজভূমি বৃন্দাবন যাহা লীলারাস। Translation, purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, where should the living entity live, abandoning all other places? Ramananda Rai replied, he should live in the holy place known as Vrindavan or Brajabhumi, where the Lord performed his rasada. So I thought we all should recite it, because this is, we all get to know where one should live, at least aspire to live. The purport. According to Srimad Bhagavatam 10:47-61, aham maho charana renujusham aham shyam brindavane kimapi gulmalata aushadhinam ya dushtajam swajanam arya patham chahitva bhejur mukunda padavim shrutibir brihmagyam. Uddhava said, let me become one of Vrindavan's herbs and plants that are trampled by the gopis, who gave up all connections with family and friends and decided to worship the lotus feet of Mukunda. Those lotus feet are sought by all great saintly persons expert in the study of Vedic literature. Srila Prabhupada. So, we have the song, Prabhu. So, yeah, he is projecting it. So this is a song by Narottam Das Thakur, and this is glorification of Vrindavan. Actually, this is the meter or the tune you can sing all the Chaitanya Charitamrita verses, most of it at least, the Bengali one. You can do response as I sing. It's a glorification of Brindavan because the verse is on Brindavan, so I thought it's a wonderful way through Narottam Das Thakur we can meditate and dive in a little bit deep into the mood, how one should have in Brindavan, and while longing for Brindavan. You mean Brindavan Ramya Sthana? Official name is Mathura Vicho, but you should get it with that. वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंता मणि धाम रतन मंदिर मनोहारा. आवृता कालिंदी रे राजहंस केली करे ताहि शोभे कनक कमाला. तार मध्ये हेमापीठे अष्टदले बेष्टिता अष्टदले प्रधान नायिका. हेमापीठे अष्टदले बेष्टिता अष्टदले प्रधान नायिका. तार मध्य रत्नासने बसियाछे दुई जने श्यामार संगे सुंदरी राधिका. অরূপ লাবণ্য রাশি আমি পড়েছি খাসি হাসা পরি হাসা সম্ভাষণ. नरोत्तम दासा कय नित्य लीला सुखमय सदा ही स्फुरक मोरा माना. So, thank you. So we'll try to get into the meaning. You can take to the verse itself, Prabhu. I will. And as I try to explain a little bit, please try to think about it. And if you haven't heard of Vrindavan, maybe you can come back to us and we can explain a little bit about it. But this is where the Supreme Personality of Godhead does his Leela or the pastimes. So, and the verse is also on Vrindavan, so we will try to get a little deeper with Narottam Das Thakur. Vrindavan Ramya Sthan. Ramya means Ramya means Ram means pleasure, like Ram. We know Shakshi Gopal, Kirchor Gopinath, he is in Remuna. Ram means the bliss, the pleasure, pleasing, all pleasing. So Ramya Sthan, Vrindavan is a place which is very, very pleasing. It's a Divya Chinta. Sthan means a place, and it's a Divya Chintamani Dham. It's Divya, it's transcendental. Chintamani Dham is touchstone. It's a place which is transcendental and it's made of touchstone. So this time when I went to, this summer, we went to Vrindavan, and this is called Sangam. This is between Radha Kund and Sham Kund. I have spoken about it before, but I thought because it says Chintamani Dham, so in between sits a Baba who was sitting with a Govardhan and Govardhan Shila, and he was telling the story. So he got me. I was rushing to Raghunath Das Goswami's samadhi, and he caught me. He said, "Lali, sit down. Sit." They call Lali for the girls. So he said, "You sit down. That's yet to start. The puja has not started. The arti hasn't started yet. So you sit down and listen." And then he started telling me stories about Krishna. And seeing his enthusiasm, I was there for 45 minutes. He was going on. He was very old, so he was drooling. And at least my mind, I was thinking, I wish my father would have had the amount of, because he is of same age, had the same amount of love that this person has for Krishna, Vrindavan Vasi, of course. And then he was telling the Chintamani, he said, see this Radhakund, it's made of full jewel. But because we have become thieves. And if we see the jewel, we won't care about Radhakund and take away everything. That's why she's not letting you see all this. But it is made with jewels. So I was reading this when I was reciting or singing this Divya Chintamanidham. Vrindavan is made of jewel. But as Adade Prabhu was saying, it has a layer, it has a material covering. So without devotion, without love for Krishna, we cannot see the real Vrindavan. Ratna Mandire Manohara. It is bedecked with the jewel temple. Ratna is the jewel, Mandira Manohara. It's very pleasing. Again, Manohara. Abrita means covered or surrounded. Kalindi Nire. Kalindi is Yamuna and Nire is water. Rajahamsa Keli Kare, the kings of the swan. Rajahamsa. Keli is pastime or playing, and Kore is doing. They play. The Rajhamsas play. Tahe Shove Kanaka Kamal. And there, right in between. So just, think, meditate that there is a place which is surrounded by Yamuna river. And who's playing there? The Rajhamsa, the king of the swans. These birds, beautiful white birds, they're playing around this. And right in between, there's a lotus, Kamal. Lotus, which is golden lotus, made of gold. And there's a lotus right in between. And Tar Madhya Hema Pitha, in that gold lotus, in that place, Pitha is that place. In Bengali, Pitha means sweet cake, but Pitha is here. It is also means the place, the stan, as we have said. Tar Madhya, right in between. Ashtadale Veshtita. Veshtita is again surrounded or covered with Ashtadala, is the 8 petals. So there is a between of the lotus, and then there are 8 petals around it. And who's there, those 8 petals? Ashtadale Pradhana Naika, the 8 gopis, the 8 gopis. So if you go to Vrindavan, and then you go to this Ashtasaki Gaon or the Ashtasaki village. We started with Indulekha Gopi. And then you go one by one, and we ended with Lalita Sakhi. So there, go to the village, and and the pujari, if you speak to the pujari will tell with what quality they are serving the Jugal Kishore, the lordship, the couple, the divine couple of Radha Krishna. They will tell you, like if you go to Vishaka Sakhi's village, which is Jayanamananda, she is the best of the Mridanga player. Till then, I thought it is only Balaram, because the Mridanga prayer that we sing is for Balaram. But when we went, she had a Mridanga in her hand, and she is the Mridanga player. And the Pujari was telling how, the priest was telling how Vishaka Sakhi serves with Mridanga. Like that, everybody has and like Tungabhadra, and like that, they have somebody makes beautiful pan, the betel nut, and the pan, the betel leaf. So everywhere you go, the Pujari will tell the speciality of that gopi and how they serve in the rasa dance and the Jugal Kishore to come together and relish their pastime. Tar Madhya Ratnasthana, in that, between that lotus flower, Ratnasthana, like we have Vyasasan. Asan means is a place to sit. Vyasa is, it's a place of the Vyasadev basically, and then the whoever falls in the Parampara. Like that Ratna Asan, like jeweled Asan. And who's sitting there? Boshi ache dui jane. Boshia means sitting. Dui jan. 2 people are sitting there. Who? Shama, our Kalachanji, and Shundari Radhika. Didn't say just Radhika. Shundari Radhika. Sundar in Hindi means beautiful. Shundari Radhika, very beautiful Radhika, Radharani. So Kalachanji and Radharani is sitting in between that lotus flower, and it's surrounded by 8 gopis, 8 sakhis, and it is surrounded by and the Kalindi river, the Yamuna river, right? Oru Orupa lavanya rasi, amiya porechi khasi. It's very, very, lavanya means sweet. It's height of sweetness. It's very sweet because it feels like nectar is dripping from everything that's going on there. The entire scene is nectar is dripping. Hasya parihasa sambhashana. This is my favorite. And what are they doing? They are laughing, they're teasing, and they're talking, and they're doing their things. And that's what is going on. And what is Narottam Das is saying? Narottam Das Thakur is saying, Koi is saying, Nitya Lila, this is Nitya Lila, this is eternal pastime. If we ever get to the stage where we can achieve perfection of human life, that is, what is the perfection of human life? We say in the everyday morning. Yeah. So when we get Krishna Prema, we can see this Nitya Lila. It will manifest. From Avyak, it will become Vyak. Nitya Lila Shukhama, it's very Sukh. Sukh is one is material Sukh, like you want a phone and you buy the phone. It is temporary. Very, very, it is very temporary. But Nitya Lila is forever and eternal. And this is very, very, very pleasure giving, very Sukhama, very, very blissful. Sada hi spurak moramana. Let it always manifest in my heart. So I will sing it again, try to meditate on it, and then we will speak about a little bit of the verse. I will sing and you please try to meditate, okay? Vrindavana ramya sthan divya chinta mani dham ratana mandira manohara abriti kalindini re rajahamsa keli kore tahe shobhe kanak kamala तार मध्ये हेमापीठे बोशिया अष्टदले वेष्टिता अष्टदले प्रधान नायिका तार मध्ये रत्नासने বসিয়াছে দুই জনে শ্যামা সঙ্গে সুন্দরী রাধিকা অরূপ লাবণ্যা রাশি আমিয়া পড়েছি খাসি হাসা পরিহাসা সম্ভাষণে নরোত্তম দাসা কয় নিত্যলীলা সুখময় সদা হি স্ফুরক মোরা মানে सदा ही स्फुरक मोरा माने सदा ही स्फुरक मोरा माने. Why did I repeat the last line? Because when we go to Vrindavan, may we also, Narottam Das Thakur is saying that the Nitya Lila, let that always manifest in my heart. The Nitya Lila of Vrindavan. So there is one Lila that we will hear, we'll try to hear only. We'll try to hear about the boat pastime, how it originated, from where it came. And little bit, because I don't know so much about Leelas. Whatever Prabhupada writes here, I read it out. That's all my capacity is. But one Leela is what's eternal Leela, right? But one can be also your own when you are in the Dham. Like I was speaking about the Babaji who was telling me the story. And whenever I think of Radhakund, this is one of the things I see how much eagerness he had to talk about Krishna. Yesterday I was hearing a class on Japa. And this is Braja Bihari Prabhu, senior disciple of, Brahmachari disciple of Radhanath Maharaj. He has given 6 ways to chant in a meditative mood. And as this morning, as I was thinking about Vrindavan, I was thinking all the 6 can be, applied to the Dham Darshan also. I'm sure for other devotional limbs also. But so this is by Sanatan Goswami. There are 6 limbs. One is Manaha Samskaram, that is bringing your mind back. We all know that as soon as the mind wanders, we bring it back, bringing it back. As Prabhupada said, chant and hear, chant and hear. So bring the mind back. Listen to the verse, listen to the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Listen to the mantra carefully. So bring your mind back. So Manaha Samskaran. Next is Socham. Keep clean. Internally, externally, keep clean. Because that's why we come to chant in the temple. When we keep clean, it's easier to chant and connect with Krishna. I'm not getting into details because, this is for Japa. You can go and it's an English class, fortunately. So you can go and hear it on his channel. Third is Monam. This I personally have also felt it. When in Dham, Monam usually means, mundane meaning is Monam means being quiet or silent. Like that's the Monam is what, that's why they are called Muni. Muni, they don't speak. But what Prabhupada gave a definition for us, Muni or Monam, is talk only Krishna Katha. Talk only Krishna Katha. They say, when you hear Bhagavatam class, your life is not, that time of your life is paused. So you are not spending your life extra. Like if you have 2 hours of Srimad Bhagavatam or Krishna Katha, you're supposed to live for 10 hours. So 2 hours is not deducted. You will still live for 10 hours. That's all is my maths. I can say 2 hours and 3 hours. I cannot do more than that. So sorry. Please bear it. So long you get the understanding, that's good enough for me. So that's how it says. So when you keep quiet, but we as Gauriya Vaishnavas, we say keeping quiet means speaking only Krishna Katha and nothing unnecessary thing. Like Prabhu was saying, don't speak phaltu. Phaltu means unnecessary thing. Don't speak unnecessary thing. So Maunam. So when we go to Vrindavan, and if this is my personal also, and I'm a super neophyte devotee, so please, those of you, have your realization, please share at the end of the class. But I felt it like if we are very conscious what I'm going to eat, where I'm going to, what time, this is very hot, when we get all engaged with all the external things, that we cannot connect to Vrindavan internally. Because the focus is always, oh, it's very hot. I went in June in Vrindavan. So it was really hot. It's very hot, and then, where will I get the lunch prasadam? Trust me, at least in Vrindavan, definitely Krishna will arrange. Your Kalachanji is still there. I know Shamsundar is there, but Kalachanji is still there arranging every meal of it, yours. If we focus on Krishna, Krishna will take care of the external things for us. And everything will be taken care of beautifully, better than you could have planned. Because his plan is way better than ours. So, Monam, I'm dancing. I'm talking from my point of view, so please don't take it personal. That, I'm dancing, is everybody realizing that I dance really well? Oh, I'm giving class. Do people know that I give good class? And whatever it is, whatever seva I do. So if you keep Monam, even internally, detached, aloof, you will see Vrindavan does magic to you. Vrindavan it does magic to it. It's just that we have closed ourselves, being engaged with so many things. Oh, I have to go to Bake Bihari because they have the best of chaat. Let me eat that. When will I come back? In 6 days I have come. I should be eating all the 3 times something different, something that I have never tasted. And the 6 days are gone, and we come back, and what we all remember, I remember, is the chaat and the chutney and the drink and the special kulfi, not the pastime. But Narottam Das Thakur is not saying that. He's saying the Nitya Lila, let that sit in my heart, manifest in my heart. Eternal Lila, let it get manifested in my heart, let it play in my heart eternally. And then we can create, as I was saying, my favorite place at Radhakund is Raghunath Das Goswami's Samadhi. And there was this beautiful tune of Hare Krishna Mahamantra which I have not heard in Sadhu Sangha or Kirtan 50 or anywhere. I'll try to chant it so that you can also relish it. Those are the typical Bengali Vaishnavas, and it is very different all the time. I went like there 3 times, and every time you hear new, and the young, very young, comparatively younger, like 14, 15-year Vaishnavas, they're singing and they're chanting for Raghunath, and the place is so pure, the purity, of course, Radhakund of all the places, but then the Raghunath Das Goswami's mood is so aspiring for us. And he is the Prayojana Acharya. He is the one who gives Krishna Prema. He is the one who, makes us get the goal that we are running after, chasing for. So he's so you can feel it right there. So I'll try to sing the, I don't know the Antara, I just remember the Mukra, so I will just sing that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. This is what I got from Vrindavan. Raghunath Das Goswami, Samadhi, Radha Kund, Govardhan, and of course a lot of things from Louis Bazaar too, but this whenever Raghunath Das Goswami comes to the mind, this tune particularly comes. So as I was saying, there is Nitya Leela, but the thing, I'm a conditioned soul. For me to realize Radha Krishna's pastime and remember it and, be in a samadhi. Other day Prabhu was talking about samadhi. Samadhi is a period when you're for a long time, you can think, you can do chintanam. You can do chinta on the, the Nitya Leela. For me, being a conditioned soul, it's very difficult. But if I have some of my own experience, they say, no, give your children the experience. If I have that experience, I can recall Vrindavan in that way. I can recall Vrindavan in that way. And eventually, by the mercy of Krishna and Srila Prabhupada and our Gurudev, we will remember the pastime also. So we have done, one is bringing the mind back, that is Manaha Samskaram. Then we have done Socham, cleanliness. Then we have Monam, being aloof. As I was saying, we need to be really aloof. Monam, quiet. And then one more thing is Vrindavan it's a UP, Uttar Pradesh. So aggression is there. So the chances we get into fight with the rickshawala, with the, people, it's very high because they will say something. But if we get into, they are staying there. Today they might fight, tomorrow they can meditate. But I am there only for 6-7 days. My days will be gone if I engage in all those things, external things. So I'm trying to keep calm. It's okay if they take little, they are Vrindavan Vasis. We are anyway supposed to give them everything. If they take little more, 100 rupees extra, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Krishna will help you to earn that again. Much more and much quicker than you can think of. So let's not get into this fight that you have taken 20 rupees extra from me. This is only here to there. How can you charge? In Delhi we get so much in, Onam. That's not needed. Because the dham we are going to, we lose the ultimate thing and for thinking about our 20 rupees. Right? Next is Mantra Artha Chintanam. This is for japa, but we can also think of Leela Chintanam. This is called, Mantra Artha Chintanam is thinking. What is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? We ask Radharani, Hare and Krishna for giving us service. So here, if we do Leela Chintanam, like the pastime, there is there is Bhandirban, and there is so many places, right? There is Imlitala, where this tamarind, just it was so spoiled Radharani's alta, the red color on her feet, and things like that. So the moment you enter those places, those things should come. Vrindavan is not a tourist place that you go, okay, this place, we touch places, and then okay, I went to Vrindavan, selfie. It's a place of meditation. It's a place of meditation. The next one is very important. It says Avyagratapam, which is not rushing. For Harinam, but also, how many places, Prabhu, Mataji, did you go to? Oh, I went to Vrindavan, I went to Bhandirban, I went to all the 12 bans. And which Leela do you remember? I didn't have time to listen to. So we don't rush to the dham. We go to one place. We go to one place and try to meditate as much as we can. Like there is Kamyavan, there is this Tulsi Maharani deities. Tulsi Maharani deity, which was carved by Rupa Goswami. So once Rupa Goswami was in his meditation, and this Devi appears, and she was so beautiful. Rupa Goswami asked, "Who are you? Are you Radharani?" And she said, "If I was Radharani, you would have fainted. You are still talking to me, that means I'm not Radharani. I'm Brinda Devi, Tulsi Devi." So, and then he fell flat at her lotus feet and asked for, instruction and blessing. And she said, "Carve a deity of mine." So this deity, she's very chubby deity, looks like, to me, so far I remember, it's Govardhan Shila deity. It's a huge deity. So you go to Kamyavan. So as soon as you remember, she was in Brindavan, and then when the Mughal attack happened, and then she was moved to Kamyavan, and then she said, "I'm not moving anywhere from here." So she is there, Kamyavan. So the place should remind you of the deities of the Vigraha and the Leela regarding, related to that place. So, Leela Chintanam. And then, no rushing. And one is connected to the another one, if we see. And the last one, the sixth one, is primarily for, of course, Japa, which says that Anirvedo means determined. Even if you are not getting any taste in chanting, still chant. We can think that, even if I have all the difficulties to go to the Dham, let me go at least for a day to the Dham, to Vrindavan. Just let Krishna know that I came to India. Like that. So Anirvedo, like being very determined to be in the Dham. So please go ahead and listen to the lecture yourself, and it's a very beautiful one, but I was thinking of it for Vrindavan. So one thing is Leela Chintan of the one that you already have there, which is eternal Nitya, as Narottam Das Thakur is saying, it's Sada hi Spurak Moda Mona. Let always, always, always let it manifest in my heart, and may I be in the trance, may I be in the meditation of the Leela of Vrindavan. And also create your own. When you come back, you have stories to tell for Vyasasana, or even otherwise. So when you come back, when your friends ask, Prabhu, tell your experiences. Make sure we have some. Right? So we will try to go to the next verse. This is 255. Shravan madhye jiver kono shreshto shravan Radha Krishna premo keli korno rashayan. Translation. Just rush. Thank you, Prabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, out of all topics people listen to, which is best for all living entities? Ramananda Rai replied, hearing about the loving affairs between Radha and Krishna is most pleasing to the ear. I wanted to read this before we get into the boat pastime. So we follow Prabhupada's instruction and set the right mood to hear the pastime. According to purport, according to Srimad Bhagavatam 10:33-39, 33 is the chapter of Rasa dance, and 39 is the last verse of it. Vikriritam brajavadhuridam cha Vishnu shraddhanvitor nushrunyad yatha athavarnyadyah Bhaktim param bhagavati pratilabhya kamam hridrogamasau abahinoti achirena dhira. He who faithfully hears about the dealings between Lord Krishna and the gopis in the rasa dance, and he who describes these activities attain to the perfectional stage of devotional service and simultaneously lose material lusty desires. A liberated person who hears about the loving affairs of Radha and Krishna is not inclined to have lusty desires. One mundane rogue once said that when the Vaishnavas chant the name Radha Radha, he simply remembers a barber's wife named Radha. This is practical example. Unless one is liberated, he should not try to hear about the loving affairs between Radha and Krishna. If one is not liberated and listens to a relation between Radha and if one is not liberated and listens to a relation of the rasa dance, he may remember his own mundane activities and illicit connection with some woman whose name may also be Radha. In the conditioned stage, one should not even try to remember such things. By practicing the regulative principles, one should rise to the platform of spontaneous attraction for Krishna. Then and only then should one hear about Radha Krishna Leela. Although these affairs may be very pleasing both to conditioned and to liberated souls. The conditioned souls should not try to hear them. The talk between Ramananda Rai and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are conducted on the platform of liberation. So reading this, every time I read it, like third or the fourth time I'm reading, and I'm thinking I definitely should not be giving the class. What to talk of hearing? But praying praying at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, Guru, and our Radha Kalachandji and all of you. May my lusty desire go away, and some qualification to hear and relish the pastime of Radha and Krishna. So today is a boat festival. So once what happened? At the bank of Manasi Ganga comes the gopis with all the pots of butter and milk and the sweets, etc. And once wanted to cross the river, Manasi Ganga. It was bigger, in the story says, way, way larger than what it is now. You can still see Manasi Ganga when you go. To me, it looked big. After reading, it seemed like it's shrunk. But anyway, so Manasi Ganga, they come and they want to cross over the Manasi Ganga, and they have only one boat, which is very old boat, and there is this young boatman there. Okay, don't predict, don't assume. Okay, let me come to the end. Who is the boatman? Okay, don't guess. So the boatman is there. He is wearing a cloak, which is like a coat thingy, and he said, "I will take you." He does a little bit negotiation, and he said, "You give me little butter, little milk and sweets, I will take you." And reluctantly, Gopi said, "Okay, let's go." And then he is rowing, and then he stops. He stops. He said, "I'm hungry. I can't row. I have no strength." And then they didn't want to give the sweets and things, but anyway, he takes it and he eats. Again, he rows, and then he stops. And he says, "I'm so tired. Can you please, massage my arms and the leg?" He said, "Can we throw you out of the boat?" He said, no, I will row. Then he rows, and he stops. He says, "The boat is too heavy. Throw your pots." Then what to do? They got scared. It was an old boat, right? So they threw the pots. Then he said, "Too heavy. See, the water is coming in. The boat is sinking. You don't want to sink. So throw your jewelries." They had beautiful jewelries. They had to throw the jewelry. And he said, no, it's still very heavy. Throw your clothes." He said, you do too much of drama, we will throw you, and definitely the problem of being too heavy will be solved. Because if we throw you, it will be light. Then we can go ahead. And then he said, okay, I'll take you. And then again he rows, and this time a storm comes. Dark cloud, wind, crazy wind. And seeing the gopis and Radharani very scared of drowning, he started rocking the boat a little bit, so that it feels strong. And Radharani gets even more scared. And she jumps over and goes around and holds this boatman. And as soon as she holds, if Radharani holds whomsoever she gets, and then she realizes this is none other than, yes, right? None other than Krishna. She goes and holds. And as soon as this happens, the wind gets cleared, the storm stops, and it becomes like a beautiful evening sky. And the gopis are looking at Radharani, saying, "What's up? Like, how are you holding this man?" And then she pulls out the flute from Krishna's cloak and said, "This is Krishna." And they all tease Krishna, and they have and then Krishna takes them around with a boat trip, beautiful boat. Dham to different kunjas and different places. Krishna takes all the gopis and give him wonderful boat tour. So this is the story of, I kept it short. So this is the story of boat festival, and that's where boat festival started from. And today evening we have the boat festival. Please come and join us, and we see our Radha and Govinda sailing with our pujaris on the boat. And people are taking darshan, the devotees are taking darshan. In the Yamuna, where who plays? Rajahamsa is playing. And in between there is a lotus flower. And there are Ashtasakhis surrounded. And who is in between? Duijan. Who are the Duijan? For us, Govinda and Radharani. In this case, or Kalachandji or Radharani. And Radharani is so beautiful. Radharani is so beautiful. Before I end, I just wanted to remind all of us that all of this that we are having is all by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Jaharo prasade bhai ei bhava toriya jai. By the mercy, by the prasad of prasad doesn't mean just the one that we honor, right? This is also prasad. The ashram of a guru is also a prasad for us to practice devotion very nicely. So Jaharo prasade bhai, by the mercy of whom? Ei bhava toriya jai. Bhava means the ocean of Nisa, is the ocean of death, birth, death, old age, disease. This Tariya is like, we will cross over. Krishna prapti hoy jaha hoite. So without Guru, there is no Krishna prapti. No Radha Govinda pastime, no Vrindavan, everything, whatever story that I have been building. Have you seen that going pop, 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 pop? We are left with nothing. So without remembering our Guru, without Srila Prabhupada, we have nothing in our hand. We might be in an illusion that I have it all. I have Vrindavan, I have this deity, that deity. But without the mercy, yasa prasadat bhagavad prasado, if the Guru is pleased, Krishna is pleased. Yasa aprasada, if he is not pleased, then there is nothing. Nagat Gopi. So that Guru I remember all the time, as many times, and I'm grateful to Srila Prabhupada for giving us this wonderful movement called Krishna consciousness, for Krishna consciousness. With that, I'll pause. Any comment, correction, please go ahead. Thank you, and please forgive me for the mistake. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhuve vacha patitanam pavneve vaishnavebhyo namo namah. We can go right on time. Okay, so if there is nothing, I would.
Mataji, so Prabhupada was saying that we shouldn't hear these pastimes.
I know, yeah.
I mean, until we hear these pastimes, we won't come to the stage of liberation.
Yes, it's like if you were not supposed to chant offensive rounds, but until you chant, you cannot be offense free, right? So, but then coming from India, we know what is the mood, right? What is the Bollywood song they compose. So those people, right? For us, see, we are sadhakas, we are trying. It's not that we are, even if we have the lust, if we have the material desires, we are still trying. I asked one, wonderful senior that, we are not pure devotees, and he said, we are on the path of pure devotion. Even if we have not perfected, like, a practitioner, a doctor, sadhaka, we are sadhaka, we call ourselves sadhaka. This morning I was hearing Gaurang Darshan Prabhu, and he said, we can call ourselves sadhaka the moment we realize, only when our mind wanders, and we realize our mind is wandering, and we bring it back. If we do not bring back, we are not even sadhakas. Like one is completely liberated soul whose mind never deviates, like always steady. The moment they say Krishna, they are in trance. But sadhakas are not there. But the sadhakas should have the realization that I should be there and work towards it. And if we think, okay, that's okay tomorrow, then we are not even sadhakas. Then we should not hear. Is our mood like that? Oh, Krishna is doing it, I should also be doing. Why not me? Why Krishna? Of course, because of that we are here. But now that we have come to know, Prabhupada has told us, now we should be working on it. Only when we work on it, like the doctors, like those who is the first year, second year, they're practicing doctors. They're not yet doctor, but they're still doctor. We are on the path of pure devotion, service, pure devotion. So one day we should aspire, right? We should have the aspiration. We cannot have the attitude of chalta hai, like it's okay. So then, what my understanding is. Is that okay, Prabhu? Thank you, Prabhu. If there is no more comment, we can. You have something to say? Okay. Thank you so much for your association. Let's chant this one. This is Antya 12.1. Shruyatam Shruyatam Nityam Giyatam Giyatam Mudha Chintatam Chintatam Bhaktas Chaitanya Charitamritam O devotees, may the transcendental life and characteristics of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always be heard, chanted, and meditated upon with great happiness. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrit ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna. Thank you again, Mother Anuradha, for the very nice class. Let's give her a big Hari Bo, Hari Bo. So, just a few quick announcements. We have a nice breakfast, and in addition to the breakfast cooked by Mother Ishwi Kumari, we also have pancakes made by Vishnu and Rasika Rani. And then we will start with our boat festival at 4 o'clock. So please plan to be here in the temple room at 4 o'clock. We'll welcome Radha Govinda on their boat. And they'll be here in the temple room giving us darshan during class by His Holiness Rutavaja Maharaj, which will start right around 4:15. So please come back for that. And then, of course, after class, we'll take Radha Govinda out and we'll have the boat festival. For those that would like to, once Radha Govinda have left the water, we'll be able to swim in the water also afterwards, and then we'll have a sumptuous prasadam feast. So please plan to come back. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Radha Govinda ki jai. Shri Radha Kalachandji ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
रूप मानव अंतरक वंदे रूप सनातन रघुजुग श्री चारणै कल्पना सद्धर्म संस्थापक लोकानां हितकारिणं त्रिभुवने मन्नं शरण करो विचारणै कल्पना सद्धर्म संस्थापक लोकानां हितकारिणं त्रिभुवने मन्नं शरणं धर्म संस्थापक लोकानां हितकारिणं त्रिभुवने मन्नं शरणं चैतन्य कृपा बरौ लोकानां हितकारिणं त्रिभुवने मन्नं